welcome to the Robbie Coker Show. I'm David Holt, and Coach, we've just had a great Thanksgiving. Did you eat? How much did you eat?
You know, I still have sweet potato casserole leftovers in the refrigerator. So I figure with our remote learning today and tomorrow, I'll be able to take care of that. You know, I don't really like eating it that much, but if I don't, there's not enough space in the refrigerator, so I'll do my.
You're gonna sacrifice.
Do my part. You know, I'm all about helping others.
Well, I tell you, one of my favorites this year, which I am not a turkey fan, but my son deep fried one. Now you talk about good. That's the only kind of turkey I want from this point forward.
Have you seen the videos of deep fried turkeys going wrong?
Yeah.
I hope he was outside. I hope he was in a well-ventilated area and there was no.
When I showed up, it was sitting on the table, nice and carved, and so I don't matter. It don't matter. It's good.
It's a game changer. There's no doubt about it. You know,
The only thing is I ate way too much. Did you? How much did you gain?
I mean, Dave, I'll be honest. I didn't eat it all Saturday, so I'm back to normal. I think for Saturday for lunch.
Stretch your pants over here. That's the problem.
I had nachos for lunch on Saturday, and I had a Snickers bar for supper. So Saturday was a good day for my getting back into shape.
Well, that's because we had lots of basketball going on since we came to you last. Had a great Well, what do you call it? A tournament, or there's only 4 teams? What do you call that? Hoopsgiving.
Hoopsgiving, yeah. It's for coaching. It's better if you predetermine the matchups. And with those two guys being from Tennessee and Buckhorn and us being from Alabama, it was just easier to say the Alabama teams will play the Tennessee teams.
Yeah.
And we'd predetermine the matchups. And it was obviously a great event. People in Rainsville showed up and showed out. Mm-hmm. A lot of help behind the scenes. Brendan Freeman did a good job feeding the teams. I think he got a couple of our players' moms to help as well that jumped in and helped fix plates. And just, you know, people come to that Civic Center, no matter where they come from, they always leave impressed. I was very excited. The guy from East Hamilton, he told me, he said, Coach, you know, we talked about throwing it around. He said, Coach, we'll come in here every year. He said, you know, this right here, he said, such an easy drive. You guys took care of us. You know, let's try to do this every year. So I'm excited about that. Two well-coached teams we got to play.
Very athletic. Very
athletic. 2 teams that'll make runs in postseason. East Hamilton obviously plays in the toughest classification in Tennessee. They're in that sub-region or their cross, whatever they call it. They play a little different tournament format than we do in Alabama, but they cross with those guys at Blackburn and Siegel and those kind of teams. Just a brutal road to the state tournament. But they're a very, very good program, very good team, and I thought they were well coached. And I thought we played pretty well against them as well, but you could just tell early on it was going to be a high-level game, and it certainly lived up to its billing.
When you watch those guys warm up, they're impressive. You know, how much do you watch the other team warm up?
I try not to. I don't want to get sick of my stomach. No, I try to stay busy.
Well, I'm too busy wiping off the seats from the team before that was
right.
there and
That's
trying
right.
to. So we
appreciate it. You know, no one has caught COVID off a bench yet.
That's true, because we have Lysol wipes, and we wipe that ball down every time it goes into the stands. And sometimes it's hard to sanitize the ball and flip the clock, and you know, but we make it work.
Making it work, no doubt. Yeah, they were very athletic. You know, everyone told me going in the game at number 3 was their best player. And he may be their best college prospect because of his size and the way he scores the basketball. But sitting up in the stands, watching Buckhorn and Howard play, their coach told me, he said, well, you know, number 0, I think, is our best player. And I think number 0 showed during the game that he was their best player. We really didn't have an answer for him. He kind of did it all. I think he was 8 of 22 from the field. He had 18 points. He kept them in the game in the second quarter and the third quarter. Then they kind of got going in the fourth. They got we turned it over a couple times again against their pressure. And early on in the game, I'm jumping around. Obviously, my mind's clicking in different ways. But
when has your mind not ever clicked in a different way?
Early in the game, like we would get to the ball and they would slap it out of bounds or they would take it from, they were as aggressive and as good at attacking the ball as anybody we've played. That comes off the top of my head. I mean, I remember a couple early rebounds we got our hands on. They just bam, they had the ball, or You know, you could tell early on that their athleticism and their aggressiveness was going to, be a factor in the game. We did a phenomenal job guarding early. You know, I think we had them to 9 points in the first quarter. Had a great lead at the half. I couldn't imagine we'd be up 13 at the half. We played pretty well offensively to give ourselves that lead. Probably as good a half as we've played them thus far in the season. I really thought our guys were locked in. I thought we did a good job of not giving them easy shots, of playing their personnel the way we wanted to play them. I thought we were locked in there. Third quarter, they made the run, cut it. I think it was 9 going into the fourth. I told the guys, we were a little disappointed. We'd been up 13 at the half. I said, look, guys, if you told us we'd been up 9 going into the fourth, I said, here's my left arm. Let's figure out a way to win the game. They kind of extended that zone. They'd gotten wide and long. They had a 6'8" rim protector. They had 3 athletic guards out there pressuring the ball. There wasn't a lot of, we tell our guys to attack the gap and to find the open area. And there wasn't a lot of gaps. There wasn't a lot of open area.
That's for sure.
That floor had shrunk on us. But was able to win the game. Cole made the 2 big threes down the stretch, pushed it from 3 back to 9. Was able to get a couple stops, and then we finished the game the way you're supposed to finish it. We made our free throws. We got a couple stops, and moved on. It was a high level game. I thought our guys did a good job. It takes us time when the game starts to get used to that speed again. We can't seem like that in practice.
Yeah.
We play it over and over again, but the first 2 or 3 minutes, you can tell that guy, we close that trap and we're late. He blows by that angle.
Yeah.
Or we rotate it and, wait a minute, last week I could do this week I could, It takes our guys time to get, to that speed and that athleticism. And once we catch up and I think we do a good job adjusting. Our guys just, I told you last week I'm pretty high on this group, and I just think they do a good job of figuring out a way to get it done. Jonah goes 4-8 from 3, shooting at a high level right now. Cole was 4-10 from 3. We, for the game, we shoot 50% from the field, and they shoot 33%. I mean, that's pretty good for us. And had 17 assists, turned it over 22 times, which is too many. Forced 18 turnovers by them. And gave away too many offensive rebounds. They crushed us on the glass. They had 17 offensive rebounds, or there wouldn't have been a game.
They're big guys, I'm telling you. They're athletic. They go for the ball.
Strong and physical, and they did what, they had the advantage in. I thought we did what we had the advantage in, and we were able to figure out a way to win the game.
Well, if you missed that ball game, you missed a great team. I always am impressed with the level of opponents that you schedule, and you schedule them early. Man, right out of the gate, it's time to play. Of course, I haven't been at practice.
Well, that's I've told you before. First off, scheduling. We have a tough time getting 30 games. I mean, it's not really. We don't get to pick who we play. We're usually chasing people to play. We're just trying to fill up a schedule. But our guys work extremely hard, and we put a lot of time and effort into it. And the state only gives you 30 games.
Yeah.
Why would you waste an opportunity to play a quality opponent? Why wouldn't you want to go out?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think it just makes you better, even though, some easy wins are not, well, it's a win. I will say that. But I'd rather see a good basketball game any day.
Well, it's all about the end game. What is your desire? What is your major goal of the season? And you guys know we have one goal here. Mm-hmm. It's been that way for 3 or 4 years. It's going to continue to be that way, hopefully. And we want to be prepared. We don't want to play the best team we've played in the state championship game or on the road to the state championship game. We want to be battle tested. We want to see it all. We want to know when we go in a game that our guys can play with confidence, that we've seen it all.
Yeah. We're
prepared, and all they have to worry about is playing the game and
doing your part.
Doing our part. I think our schedule prepares us for that. After the Westminster game, we got to get over it. It's been 2 weeks now, but. I said...
Not that it's a sore spot, but,
If you don't do things right, you should lose.
Yeah.
And if you say that and you schedule that way, then you can't be disappointed when you lose, Mm-hmm. And, that's our philosophy that, we want to have to play to our best to be able to win the game. Winning is an achievement. It should be a achievement. And, we certainly got something to hang our hat on after these last 3 games. All 3 games are.
Well, they've been really good.
Really good
I do have a question while you was talking there. I was thinking, because where I sit at the score table, I can see across the way. And I've noticed as we play these really good opponents, we've got visitors watching that are people are going to face. How do you feel about? I mean,
There's no secrets in basketball, Devin. With huddle and technology, I mean, anybody can get any game now. It's very, there's no secrets. It's we go and scout as well. It's that's part of the beast, I guess you'd say. It's obviously, I think the Civic Center is a great place to watch a basketball game.
yeah,
I think that we're bringing high-level opponents. And if you're a basketball fan or a basketball coach, why wouldn't you be watching those games?
yeah.
I mean, I don't think we've tricked anyone the last 3 or 4 years.
You say it all the time. We're going to do what we do.
We do what we do. We're probably going to play as fast as we possibly can, shoot a bunch of threes and layups, and then we're going to try to press you for 32 minutes and make you take shots that you're not used to taking, and we'll try to block you out and get stops and rebounds down the stretch. I mean, I don't think anyone watches us play and it's like, wow, I didn't see that coming. I don't think anybody goes in the game against us not knowing what we're going to try to do. I believe that our personnel, our players, are the secret, and the way they play, the way they share the ball, the way they sacrifice, the way they team guard and team rebound.
It is a team effort.
It's a team effort, and we don't believe the game is won or lost during those 32 minutes. We believe that game has been won and that game has been played hours and hours and hours. Going back to when they were in 7th grade. It's the games are just the 32 minutes that everybody else gets to see.
That's good.
We don't. If people come watch us practice, I kid. Everybody wants to come watch us practice. Everybody leaves disappointed. It's not like we got some kind of magical drills we're doing, or what I mean? Coach, yeah, come on, man. I don't care. Man. You're gonna leave disappointed like everybody else before you have, But it's our guys, it's our parents, it's our commitment to one another, and our pursuit of the ultimate goal and the way our guys go about their business. That's the secret. That's why we've been successful, and if we're able to continue being successful, that's why we'll be successful.
Yeah.
So there's no secrets. We're going to do what we do.
I like that phrase. We're going to do what we do. All right, the next game we had at the Topher's Hoops Giving was Howard, wasn't it?
Howard Tech out of Chattanooga. Long-running, tradition-rich program. They got a big-time NFL player I was going to tell you. Oh, Reggie White, the minister of Sachs, yeah. They've had phenomenal athletes come through there. Do a great job. Beat Buckhorn the night before. In their first game, they had some COVID cancellations. It was his first game, a quick turn. Had us coming back the next day, and I thought our guys were really locked in early. Michi, I told you about before, didn't have a great tournament, didn't have a good either 2 days. Their coach, we talked about after the game how they've got to get him going. He didn't make a lot of shots for them. I'm sure he'll get going. Thought our guys did once again a good job of eliminating the shots that we need to eliminate to be successful. We tried to really pack the paint and keep them out of that lane. They're so athletic. I think the night before against Buckhorn, they'd made 19 field goals, 17 of them were layups. So which we're going to live with.
And I will say about Buckhorn, they had 3 of their players that were in quarantine.
That's right. He was missing 3 or 4 guys. So they ended up taking 18 threes against us. They went 4. They made 4 of 18 from 3. It was one of them deals. A couple of them. I guess that's. I'm a big believer in you can't guard it all. Like you can't not let them shoot a 3 and not let them shoot a layup and not let them shoot a mid-range. I mean, when you got to give your guys a chance on defense,
Yeah.
And so before going the game, we said we're going to live with the 3 ball tonight. If it goes wrong for us, we'll call timeout. We'll adjust. But early on, let's keep them jokers out of the paint. Let's do all we can to back up, and let's just try our best to keep them from tip dunking. Box them out. We felt like we could keep them in front of us. If we could shoot over the top of us, we'd have a decent chance to box them out. And that's what we did. And I thought our guys did a good job. They out-rebounded us. They had 9 offensive rebounds to our 5. Ended up out-rebounding us 30 to 28. But I thought our guys did a good job of, for the most part, keeping them out of the lane, keeping them off the glass, and making them earn those baskets. They guarded us a little bit differently. We got going to the three-point line against East Hamilton. They came in, they gonna hug shooters. So I think Cole had 29 in the first half. If you put him on the island out there, he's pretty good with the basketball. I thought he did a great job of taking what the defense gave us. I heard some of their fans saying, "We got to put 2 on 3, coach. We got to put 2 on him." And then I think down the stretch, they kind of went to that trap and they kind of doubled him, and our other guys made the threes and crushed them on the glass and kind of ran away with the game. I think fourth quarter we outscored them 19-8, which is a big, we've been getting off to a good start, but we haven't been really good in the second half. And we really challenged our guys to be good in the second half. And I thought the fourth quarter outscored them 19-8 to slam the door and preserve the win and get the dub was good. We still got to do better at shooting our free throws. We're shooting a pretty good percentage. We shot really good. We shot 83% that game, but we got a couple guys that it's still a low number. If you're 6 for 10, you're 60%, but you've only really missed 1 or 2. It ain't like we're shooting, but we got some guys that are too good a shooters to be shooting what they're shooting right now for the season, and we've got to make people pay when they foul us.
Well, it was a great ball at the Civic Center with the Tophers Hoops Giving. We appreciate Tophers for helping out. As you said, Brandon and his crew got the food in. Sure did smell good. And I think the people enjoyed it. Like when they would play the game before ours, they would come out with their to-go box and sit up in the stands and watch.
It's one of them days we couldn't. Usually it's a little bit of fellowship in there and you're hanging out in the hospitality room. We can't do that anymore right now, so we'll give them their box and send them on. Those guys at Tophers did a great job for us. Everybody was very complimentary. Great kids. I had a couple of parents that said, "Coach, make sure you tell those 2 coaches their kids were top of the line," or all 3 coaches. They thanked us. They said please. They said ma'am. They didn't make a mess. It's always good, and you hope people say that about your kids when you go on the road. It's always good to get positive feedback. 3 very good basketball programs with very good kids, and we enjoyed hosting them. And like I said, if we can do something like that every year, we're going to. It's a high-quality event for us to be able to bring in 2 teams like that to play is very beneficiary for our program.
Well, then we had Northside Mountain came to town just the other night, and I'm telling you, you talk about an intense ball game. That was intense. Northside Mountain can play ball.
Northside Mountain's going to make a very, very, I hate to say they're going to make, it's hard to say what's going to happen, but they have a potential to make a run into a basketball. They're one of the 3 or 4 favorites to get to Birmingham, in my opinion. I can say that's not my team. Put a little pressure on Cole. I like his guards, man. High school basketball, you're only as good as your guards. He's got 3 really good guards. The Maples kid did a phenomenal job against our press. I think they're still, you can tell, I think it's their second, it's the 3rd game. They're not in as good a shape as they'll be in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah.
I thought our press wore on them in the second half. Finally, I think it took some time to get there, but it finally happened. The Maples kid drug us up down the floor. We couldn't trap him. I mean, you think about we talked about how athletic number 0 was for East Hamilton. We were able to trap him a little bit. Early on, we had no answer for the Maples kid in Northside Mountain. He dribbled through us at will. They really took it to us. They had some good actions, some good sets that put us in a bind. They had a couple cuts on us that we usually don't give up. They really took the fight to us for really 3 quarters. We were ahead in the first quarter, but the second quarter they dominated. I think they were up 33-28 going into the halftime. Really, really took it to us. We had some foul issues. They had us on our heels. They did a good job of team guarding Cole, making other guys make plays. I thought our guys really didn't answer the bell early. We kind of challenged them at the half a little bit. Third quarter, we kind of got back in the game. They still were ahead, I think, going in the 4th. And then in the 4th, we hit that run. Our pressure, we finally kind of wore them down a little bit. Our depth kind of becoming a factor. And I think we made 5 threes in the 4th quarter. We kind of got going there. Finally made them open shots and was able to kind of pull away from them and get the win. But didn't shoot it, I think both teams ironically went 9 of 36 from 3. We both shot 25% from 3. which is I'm sure below their average.
Yeah.
Way below our
Yeah.
average. But we did a good job, and we were able to figure out a way we win the game. We had 16 offensive rebounds. We gave up 15 offensive rebounds. It's unbelievable to see 31 offensive rebounds in a game, but when both teams shoot the three the way we do, when both teams play as fast as we do, that ball bounces around like a ping pong ball sometimes, and there's long rebounds. And I thought both teams really, really pursued the ball. They're going to get better and better. They're going to get in, their conditioning's going to get better, obviously, and I really, really like their team and think they can make a run in two-way basketball.
I noticed they made some adjustments at halftime, just like you guys did. They kind of came up and tried to press us a lot as we were bringing the ball down. Our guys handled it fairly well.
No question. We do take for granted our ability to handle pressure. We go against it every day in practice, and what do you think about Huntsville High and Austin and Westminster didn't press? But everybody else has pressed us at least some, if not the whole game. Our guys, because we generally have 5 guys on the floor that can dribble, pass, and shoot, we really do a pretty good job against pressure. There's no question about that. I do probably take that for granted as a coach. We don't really talk about the other team's pressure a lot because our guys are so used to handling it most of the time.
Well, you got to make good passes, and y'all, I don't know what kind of drill y'all do to do your passes, but you do a
You got to be
good
able to
job.
pass, but the main thing, you have to be able to catch. And people laugh, you laugh about that.
That's true.
But high pressure, you better meet your pass. Catching the basketball is a skill, and you better meet your pass. You better get that thing with 2 hands. You'll notice a lot of times a guy will miss a pass. He'll be getting them eyes up the floor a little too quick. You better catch it, wipe it, face the rim. I do think our guys do a good job of that. And then you can't be afraid of pressure. You have to attack pressure. If you become passive versus pressure, it will eat you up.
Yeah.
You do have to attack it, and we harp on our guys constantly about that. If they're going to put 2 on the ball, you have to make them pay.
Yeah.
If you don't make them pay, then they can gamble more and more. If they have nothing to lose, they're going to extend that pressure. They're going to take more risk. So you have to make people pay when they press, and especially in the fourth quarter, we were able to find a lot of open guys. The 3 ball started falling probably because it was a lot more open. We did a great job making the extra pass, and did a great job of attacking that pressure and finding the open man. We make 5 threes there, and we opened up the game, and we were able to kind of get some stops and rebounds and kind of just take it. We outscored them 34-14 in the fourth. That's obviously a pretty good fourth quarter.
So usually when people watch you coach, you're always fussing at somebody. Is there any compliments?
Yeah,
I
yes.
like when you pause before you answer. It's like, I don't really know what I want to say on this.
I tell the guys often, there's not enough time. I try my best not to talk to them the entire game. There's not, you don't have to look for me for approval. Because if you mess up, you'll know I'll tell you. You know what I mean? Remember that. Yes, I do. Like today, we'll watch film. We'll watch good offense. We'll watch bad offense, good offense. Then we'll watch bad defense, good defense. So we always, we do show the things we're doing right. I think I don't know, maybe it's because of the way I was raised. Maybe it's who I played for, the whole deal. I don't know. I think the reward and the compliment is the success that you're having and the locker room after a win. Maybe I try to brag on them in public. I try to, I hope they know how thankful I am for them and whatnot. But
I think they do.
I just think, yeah, but you're right. If you listen to me during the game, it's probably 4-1 negative to positive.
Well, just wanted to get you throw you a little curveball there, see if you could hit it.
But yeah, you're right. My wife will tell you I'm a roller coaster. The highs are high, the lows are lows. And
that's okay.
And I've tried to get better at coaching my team, but maybe the highs ain't quite as high, but the lows are still very low. But you're right.
Just trying to keep you humble over there.
You're right. I am. I come across as being negative. Probably no question about that.
Well, we got some great basketball coming up tomorrow. This is on Monday. On Tuesday night, we have Sylvania. We travel up there.
Area play starts, big,
Yeah.
big. You want to give yourself every opportunity. There's not, everybody's eligible for that state tournament. There's 7 games there. The only advantage you can create is being able to host 3 of them. And so we do everything we can to try to host those games. Area play starts. Go to Sylvania Tuesday night. I'm sure it's going to be a great crowd, always is.
Always intense.
I feel confident. The COVID rules are in our favor, though. That student section will be 6 feet away from our bench. I will assure you of that. If I'm going to have to wipe seats down and spread out the bench, we're going to take advantage of those COVID rules as well. And I'm confident that their student section will be 6 feet away from our bench tomorrow night.
Usually they're a little closer.
Sometimes
But you like playing in that kind of environment anyway.
Man, that's what Huntsville High was a phenomenal environment. You can't take any of it personal. We can't want kids to come create a home court advantage, and then be mad when they say something a little mean. Now, you shouldn't say vulgar words or some things that probably should be off limits.
Yeah.
But I played in the era, and then grew up in the era, the 80s and 90s, watching where you could get by with saying a lot of mean stuff in that student section. And we all talk about the good old days, and back when I played, it was a lot more important. Well, we also let the students be a little more unruly too in those days. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say that you should be able to say curse words, but if somebody shoots an air ball, it's probably okay to tell them to shoot an air ball. If somebody acts like, if somebody does something stupid, you should probably be able to make fun of them a little bit. Yeah, I think we want kids to come to games and be involved in the school spirit,
but
and we have to let them have fun.
The sad part about it is typically when Sylvania comes, somebody will wear the light blue blazer that you used to wear, but now they get just a pullover. I don't think they're going to want to wear that.
You think I should? Are you trying to get the light blue blazer out of?
No, I'm just messing with it. But we've got Sylvania Tuesday, and then on Saturday, Friday, we've got Asbury.
Asbury coming on Friday. Coach Pullum, I've got a lot of respect for him. We haven't played him the last couple of years. Had some knockdown dragouts with him over the years. Very, very physical. Going to play extremely hard. Going to do things the right way. Coming here on Friday. So 2 big games this week. Last week was fun. Last week was good wins. But if what you did last week's still big in your mind, you probably haven't done anything this week. We've got to flush it and move on. Got opportunities today. I told them, you're really like a college basketball player right now. I mean, all your classes are online. Probably getting to sleep a little late.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't hoop this week, do you really love basketball? I mean, we got a great opportunity here to get some great practices in, not to worry about rest.
Yeah.
Because, I know Dr. Barnett, and I know we're wanting to do a good job of remote learning, but I also know the truth, and I know that, and he does too, and everybody else knows, I know that it's hard to be rigorous in remote learning, especially as you are in classroom learning. That's why we're all for classroom learning. That's why I want to send my kid to school. We all know it can't be as good. So this is a great week for us to really get better. Play 2 quality opponents, 2 wins that we need to get, and have 3 days of practice here to, the basketball season's still young. We don't need to look back and talk about November, about how good we played in November. This team is still has room for improvement. There's lots of areas we can get better in, and we need to attack this week. This ain't a rest week for us. This is a work week. We need to attack this week. I think we got 11 games in December. I think there's 31 days in December if I'm not wrong.
Going to be some great basketball. So you be sure and come out tomorrow night on Tuesday and also on Friday. Tuesday we'll be at Sylvania. Friday night we'll be here at the DeKalb County Schools Coliseum. Thank you so much for watching. And until next week, have a great one.
Hey folks, this is Andy White down here at Bobby Ledbetter's Twin City, and I want to invite everybody to come down here and see us. We're located at 1015 Gulf Avenue South here in downtown Fort Payne, and I want everybody to come down and check out our inventory. Bobby always keeps the inventory refreshed. We've got new stuff coming in every single day, a lot of stuff going out every day. Listen, we appreciate everybody in the area coming down here, letting us earn your business. I'm telling you what, this year's been great for us, and every year we get nominated and then we get voted in as the best in DeKalb. So I want to tell everybody we appreciate y'all doing that for us. Let us know we're doing everything right. So y'all come down here and see us, 1015 Galt Avenue South. You can shop us on the web at Twin City Used Cars, or you can just give us a call at 256-844-2210.